welcome everyone to a round 3 matchup. Should be a real fun one. We've got Evolution and Skaboss taking on Warmachine and Ebony. I've got here a couple of co-casters joining me, Captain Skimmy and Orange, one of the first picks of the draft.
And original King of Phantom Dust.
Technically, a member from both teams are actually on this cast today.
Yeah, I just folded.
The once and never King of Phantom Dust.
It's kind of interesting, like a nice little violent change start there, though, but can't really use it.
He's got the Demon's Wing too, which suggests to me they're looking to make a memory lapse hang.
Yeah, or it's
Warmachine just spent a reincarnation that he's not going to get back to try and break the bridge and failed to do so.
Yeah, I find breaking the bridge, generally, aim for the pillars, doing it from top just...
He even gets rid of the Demon's Wing.
Huh. Guess there's no hang involved.
Well, with the walkways still there, they can get to it, and Warmachine lost his reincarnation.
That was definitely not worth it.
If he'd broken one of the bridges and then they had managed to break the other, it could have been. But they seem to be having our troubles, and they're playing it kind of slow.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, they're definitely all going to go pretty slow at it, looks like.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of seems to have pretty low aura for a minute and a half in. Usually you'd expect someone to have 7 at this point. At least one
vibration today.
Oh, I got my Mephistos. I can hang this.
He's talking about hanging something.
Forest Sanctuary, yeah.
I can.
I had a feeling it was Memory Lapse or Forest Sanctuary. I called Memory Lapse, but it is Forest Sanctuary.
And Warmachine is on top of it. He sees it coming.
Usually when
Skaboss
you see a
looks like
nature
he's going to
play-
chase him off of there, though. They get it down.
Yep.
All right, they break that end, so Ebony can't make it. Warmachine was knocked off, and they break that end. All right, that's a clean hang.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The question is, can Warmachine make the jump?
You know, I've yet to see anybody pull it off in the middle of an actual competitive match.
I did.
Many players...
Mine and Murder's match, captain match last tournament, I did.
You know, I guess you're right on that one. I did forget, but generally most people don't pull it off. I know lots of players that can do it when they're doing it, you know, in a custom lobby or whatever, but whenever it's an actual game like this, most people fail to jump. They're also leaving those pillars up right now. Ebony just kicked Warmachine for some reason.
He's trying to have the bridge broken. Don't break the bridge. Do not break the bridge. He wants to be able to jump up there.
Yeah, if they don't break it and they have to break it with melee, that sucks for them.
Yeah, it really does, because you're almost guaranteed to get hit by that when you try to break it with melee.
I mean, this is also a really good call since Ebony's been relying heavily on the Dance of Death lately. Like, this just shuts that down. He's got Hyper Kick, and that's it. And Guard of Water shuts that down, no problem.
It's really nice to just see like him trying new stuff in general, because he's known for a certain playstyle, so now there's some variety that you just aren't expecting out of Ebony.
Well, clearly they did expect it, and they are putting a hurt onto Warmachine. That heat is really trashing him. That Ice Sword, rather, might have been the only attack he can use in his arsenal right now.
Up and did he fall? Yep, he just came back to his spawn.
So he may be completely out of attacks while he has a heat on.
Oh yeah, that might be possible. I didn't even think about that.
On my bench, but I'd like to.
And then, yeah, I mean, I don't think there is a dance though.
Oh.
Angel Wing erased
That was
one.
a great block by Ebony.
Yep.
I do love Angel Wing so much, but like, I feel like Guard has a bigger box than Angel Wing does.
I don't like picking up the Violent Change here because he had the Diabolical Trick on bench.
Yeah.
I agree. If he's gonna do it, he might want to wait and see. Like, I can't think of a reason why you would.
Well, there might be multiple in the arsenal.
Shit, I accidentally picked up my violent change, not my diabolical.
Oh,
Never
right there.
Nope, you just called out exactly the problem I said.
I mean, if he's willing to give up his
And now
flash
his next
hole-
capsule set has spawned, and there's another Violent Change there. So he would have to overwrite like the entire rest of his hand, Reincarnation and Flash Hole, to be able to not lose out on pops.
probably not worth it, to be honest.
And at this point, Ebony's not going to dig. You're going to have to pop him out every single capsule.
Yeah, Ebony sees a purple. He's not. I doubt he's gonna dig at all.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Is that a hyper kick? Oh, at least we know Ebony does have usable attacks at this moment.
No, don't let Warmachine go.
I think I would have honestly overwritten the flash hole. I just don't think he's going to get much mileage out of it at this point. It always seems counterproductive to override a shield as a jumper when you're that limited. But I think that unless Warmachine can get rid of his own stats and then still have a flame sword left over, like, he's got nothing. Picking up the diabolical trick was definitely the right call, though, because he needed to pick that up so he could start getting some actual pops in. And he's going to be able to pop several capsules while Ebony goes to pick up Warmachine.
And that decoy is just being so annoying right there.
Double diabolical trick going.
Kind of surprised. Wait, is that not decoy? That's not decoy. Oh, he does have a green, yeah.
Now, the decoy is a really good addition into this kind of deck, especially if you have a more dedicated popper in Evolution.
Focus on Warmachine.
I used Forest Sanctuary for a long time. I was like the only person that used it. And I think it's a great... Okay, you have no count orbs because you use everything and you use it all poorly. But I had a lot of fun using Forest Sanctuary, and I thought it was underrated for a long time.
It's really powerful.
Well, it's a great combo if you pop the people out.
With as much complaints that people have about memory lapse, I feel like Force Sanctuary is a lot more powerful than memory lapse. Oh, wow!
Ebony does finally pull out a reincarnation, so that's something.
If you actually saw that, he was stuck right between both Ebony and Warmachine. Could not get out.
If they can pop 2 more capsules, 1 violent change finishes this game.
Alright, I can go pop them.
And they did. They got 2 more capsules, and now all he's got to do is he can just overwrite the Rien or the diabolical trick, doesn't matter which one. Or that works too.
Break your shield, yeah, that's the trick.
At some point, the environmental's gone, and I don't know who got it. But
that's a.
Warmachine picked it up.
Oh, he got the tree jump?
Yeah, he got the tree jump. That's why I was saying he got it.
On my escalator.
Honestly, Scott just needs to sit back for a second until Warmachine dies again, and then he should be able to go and make the pickup.
And then go for it.
Yeah, he's called. Evo even called it out. It's like just let Warmachine die and then go for it. Oh,
this game's over. They don't have enough gas in the tank to do anything here.
If it had happened a little sooner, that pickup, but just couldn't happen there.
That's a strong game one showing with an underutilized environmental. A great win for Evolution and Ska Boss. It was really well put together. I liked the build.
I did too. I thought it was really clever.
Honestly, one of the main reasons I stopped running it whenever we got the soft hang rules was because of the necessity of running Demon's Wing and it being costly. But they got lucky. They didn't have to use Demon Wing to get the hang. And it was very well executed.
What type? Like, what is it? Not called type, but what?
Nature.
What school? It's nature.
Nature. Yeah.
Yep. Standard Forest Sanctuary build, if you're doing it right, is Faith Nature.
Okay.
You essentially become invincible with Glacial Wall and Flash Hole.
I just want to say, I don't know.
Then if you want to be a little wacky, you can add optical to it.
Look. I think so.
Force Sanctuary, that was the one. That was based off the damage. That was based off damage. I get them mixed up if they're based off damage versus the ones based off aura cost.
Yeah, the first one I think.
Another nice thing about it is you pretty much have everything you need in there already when it comes to like having Mephisto's packs to get to it faster or having orb. So that's another nice thing about that is that you really only need the 2 schools to get the solidified hang.
Yeah.
The only thing that made it harder was in the soft hang rules. Again, the Demon's Wing costs 5.
But on that note, Demon's Wing it makes you go invisible, does it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So there is
if you're looking for a fast hang, getting Demon's
fast.
Wing is not always as easy as, like, say, Levitate or Skywalk.
No, you didn't.
Evolution's just sitting on capsules for the moment.
Yeah, what he should do, honestly, I would just relearn the aura particle.
I think he's got plenty of room in his hand right now that he doesn't need to do that. And this is clearly a complicated setup again. We saw lots of purples and yellows in that hand.
Really sucks.
Oh, quantum decay.
Oh, it looks like
never
he's
mind
breaking out the Ebony special.
Right,
Ebony trying to fake with the ice sword.
Well, Ebony's not gonna be able to fake that ice sword much longer.
Good move by Evolution there. He managed to quickly turn around in case Ebony decided to go on the attack there. That's also
No, don't worry about it.
a cheeky move. I believe Ice Sword will still catch your ankles, so you'd have to do a vertical jump there.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if that
degree
is
damage?
broken out from under him, he would fall.
Yeah, would that mean that Ebony could theoretically just attack? Oh, no, not there. Well, now I can't. Yeah. Well, never mind anymore. It's not an option.
Relearn actually overwritten. Aura
Oh, he
Cannon.
Both of them were over.
They're playing this so slow, and now that Warmachine's got a big Aura Cannon set up, that could be real dangerous.
Yeah, Orcan is so destructive too.
Ebony is just tenaciously sitting down here with one use of Ice Sword.
Yeah, I'm
So
not
weird.
quite sure. I'm not quite sure
All
why
right,
he didn't just
Scott
quantum
does take
decay.
the Aura Cannon, so they're going to be safe for a little longer.
When Scott got down there, he should have quantum decayed. I don't understand why he didn't.
You can say all he wants.
I think he's worried about hitting the recall loop earlier, so he'll get the quantum decays back.
Okay, that makes sense. I feel like Ebony doesn't really have much fear because he knows it's only one person attacking him right now. Because, like, right now, Evo's given 0 pressure.
Up there, he's actually quite safe. I don't think the sword can reach him there.
I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar.
Yeah, not even from the top of the car. Ebony
He
tried
tried.
to do a dash across and failed. And he's having a pretty rough draw here. Finally gets a boost mine. My guess is Photon Barrier gets dropped.
That's what I would get rid of.
And the flash hole.
Oh, well, I mean,
Okay.
you have 3 shields. It makes sense. But at the same time, it does kind of suck.
Can't use it.
He should remember that Ebony shouldn't be able to sword.
I don't
Right
think
now,
Ebony
that's-
caught that.
He did.
Nope, he did it.
All right,
I'd say-
now you pop the 2 recalls. And
Yeah, I agree.
quantum. Oh, that was good.
Nice. I like that.
Angel's Wing for once blocking.
I feel like people forget, like, that, that is a very nice place to put that, especially against, oh, actually, there's still a jumper, never mind.
That's Throttle Blaster, by the way. Ska shot what sounded like a friendship, but I don't know where it went.
Yeah, I have no idea. This match is just weird. I don't really know what's going on, for the most part, with anyone. Like,
I think I mean, if they're gonna get this janky little setup down, he needs to get in there and start getting some of this done.
yeah. Oh, there's the quantum decay at least.
Sword.
I have a quantum decay.
Oh, Ebony's got a DBT. That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's
Lost
really.
the
And
quantum.
he picked exactly the right skill that got rid of 2 there. Oh, it's an ore particle. Maybe, was he thinking it was an ore particle, or did he think it was a?
I'm not sure what he
line.
thought it was.
I think he thought it was a recall.
That's for
Recall,
sure.
yeah, that could have been it too.
Yeah, you can't go down, dude.
Yeah, he's saying he can't help him if it happens. Yeah. Did he do it
A little
after
too
Scott
slow.
went down or before?
I think he needed to move back and pick up that quantum earlier.
Yeah.
That's game 2.
Really upset.
Yeah, there wasn't much could be done there.
Really well executed in game 1, but the jank not so well executed in game 2.
I do agree.
Third one.
I don't think that was really jank, but
Orange, you don't
I
think
mean,
he's
I
going
didn't even see a red in that arsenal, so
that seems normal. You know, you don't always get your 1 or 2 red attacks in your arsenal.
I love Fano, but I don't.
Let's see what they're thinking for map. I'm actually kind of surprised they wanted to go with Highway on the map pick so early. Like, I mean, maybe it makes sense to pick it early
Ebony
because
always
it is
picks
a coin
Highway.
toss. Well, it is a coin toss map. That's how I feel about it. But it must be
let's
maybe
do-
It's
it's just his
Ebony's
most-
favorite
What are you
map,
trying
and
to
it's
run
always
with?
his first map choice when he loses is Highway.
Okay, because he
Okay.
feels really comfortable on that one.
Like,
Little intel.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was 100%. I would have to go back to double check, but pretty much at least 90
You were
to
fine
100% of the time, he will pick Highway when he loses.
That makes sense. I mean, I think our first pick was something weird this week, but it wasn't a guaranteed. I mean, as far as coin flip map goes, Highway is definitely the best coin flip map because it only has that one really, really bad spawn. The other ones at least have some cover.
I don't know. I still say City's the best coin flip map.
No, although I did pick City. We picked City first. That was our sort of weird pick, very first pick for map. Oh wait, that was against you, Orange, wasn't it? Come to think of it.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah, it was against you. Remember, we picked City this
Well,
week.
I don't
Leaving the
think so. I
past
just
in the
played.
past, we are going to be heading to Refinery for Game 3.
Okay.
And it looks
I
like we might have
Refinery.
something a little more standard. Evolution is going to
Ooh.
switch to a cartwheeler, playing the Psycho
Huh.
Nature. 2 yellows in here. Could be
No,
Dazzles or
Pyro?
Frightens, or it could be a Bravery decision, although that's a pretty heavy Bravery deck if it is, with a 1630.
Yeah, it is. That would be really heavy. I don't know.
There's also no stat buffs in there. That's one of the best things about Psycho Nature, I think, is that it has
Yeah.
all the good stat buffs.
It really does.
One.
I feel like those are probably the 2 best buffing ones. I mean, Key is up there too because it does have the Tiger Strength and potentially Lightning Speed, which is used much less, but it's still a decent stat buff.
Playing pretty standard so far. Ice Sword, Rock Shot. I'm assuming perhaps it's a Frightened deck and Ska Boss is going to run Dance.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But my only question is, Orange, why did you not convince Evo that instead of playing a cartwheel, you should play a roller?
Huh? He, didn't ask me for some odd reason. Some people just don't like to go to the orange school of rolling, but it is what it is. Now, Skimmy, if you want an application to it, be my guest.
Maybe
Has
another
anybody
time.
ever gone to it, or is it like one of those
I mean,
fake
Sandal seems
universities
to be
like Trump University?
Sandal seems to be on the same page as Orange there.
Sandal has played whatever Sandal wanted for a long time.
That's true.
From match to match, you have no idea what he's going to play. An eyeball, a jumper, roller wheeler.
An eyeball.
You don't get to count Sandal. I'll put it that way.
Okay, well, I do have to say, an eyeball is really good at firing Blaster and Bolt of Fire. Just saying. Really accurate
Sandal
with those skills.
crushed a 1v1 series in an early 1v1 tournament as the eyeball versus choices.
Oh, that must have been devastating for choices.
Yeah, he basically never recovered after that. He's still dog shit. All right, action's a little slow. There are attacks moving around the map, but nobody's really getting in there nice and dirty like. Just a little bit of tickling so far. Trying to fake out shields.
Oh,
They do trade there.
Rock
good
shot.
trade
4
for
for 3.
Evo.
Oh, he does
Oh.
lose out to the Angel's
The
Wing.
Angel Wing. You do gotta love the Angel
Gotta
Wing.
let
Like,
people, like, what I've noticed is if somebody is running and they've got a little momentum going, Angel's Wing is less responsive. But if they've already blocked once,
I have my
they
fright.
turn around, move a little bit, and then you swing at them, it catches it almost every time on the second time.
yeah, it's impossible to. Oh boy,
It's
there's
It's a
Never
fright.
knew
I called it. I don't know what Ska's got, because it doesn't look like it's...
There's some sort of a laser. There's slider
If he's
splits. I
got
didn't.
lasers, I'm assuming they're Psycho Burst.
Wrong button.
Kind of surprised. Like, why would you not? Like, the Purify could actually be really nice. If nothing else, you could use it as a stun on Ebony right now. And it's just an infinite stun. It's a cheat. Basically,
Frighten will do the same thing, and I think he just wants to dig.
yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, if somebody digs and gets some big stats, like Warmachine's a player that could have multiple heats in there that he pops. Then he
That's
could
true.
throw away some link in.
I feel like using the Frighten when he did the very first time, he could have not used it and lost, like, gotten the, what is it called? Like, the sort of, like, not giving them information about it. Because the very first few times it was used, like, there was nothing.
Ska is running is not working.
It looks like they're just not letting him, because I've seen
he's
lasers
down to
out of him.
8 capsules. It should. Usually, if you're running Frighten, you're running some sort of big hit. Psycho Burst Dance. We haven't really seen that out of him. We've only seen a couple of lasers. He's dug really deep. He's only at 7 aura. He's still manualing lasers.
Oh, wow.
And
And then he freezes Ska to, like, make,
He at
matters
least
even
gets
worse.
him on a clean revive. He's going to knock
some
him out of
damage
the
right
air.
there.
But whatever Ska's got is really not doing what it needs to.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
Level
Ska...
amp just used by him. I mean, it could just be Frightened Vibration, but he ain't hit Vibration until just now, and he's shieldless.
This is way too late to be hitting Vibration almost halfway through a potential game clock.
Oh.
At this point, I mean, it would almost be advantageous just to drop the Frighten.
I mean,
Doesn't
for
seem
what
like it's
though?
doing
There's nothing to pick up.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. If there was something to pick up for anything useful. Oh, well, the guard water saved him.
The water.
Skyboss just used a lot of recalls. He went from 5 capsules to 15. We still need to see him get a shield and what I assume is Psycho Burst.
The question is, what did he recall? Like, you just don't see anything. And spamming a 2 damage slide or twist laser, it just, I don't feel like it's worth
What did he hit
recalling.
Warmachine with? It sounded like a melee attack for 3.
Wait, did he just use a charged particle or something? Because he dropped down to 8.
He's got Mist Blade.
Oh, okay, misblade.
It sounds, I mean, I do have to say, I do feel like charged particle wouldn't be awful.
Okay, so he's using some kind of Mist arsenal, but that's not what I want to run with Frighten.
I agree. I mean, did they maybe not discuss this particular map, have a strategy they wanted to play here? So they just both played whatever they wanted to play, and it just didn't, like, mesh that well?
I don't know. I would, if I were setting up a Frighten deck, which I've set up some to some
Yeah, I've
success,
definitely seen that. It's very successful, actually.
yeah, I wouldn't set it up with Mist.
Doesn't seem like
he
enough.
needed to block
That's
that one.
That is a heavy
Close
hitting
to the
will-o-wisp. The will-o-wisp.
Alright, down 2-1.
All right. Want to see some more of that first game execution, but
It's 2-1 right now. They're up 2-1.
not quite getting it. Ebony and Warmachine now lead the series 2-1. Pretty clean play out of them the past 2 games.
It's nice seeing the names of Evo's arsenals. He apparently likes the word blitz a lot. He's got blitz in a lot of those names. It's great.
Well, he was Venom Blitz.
Yeah, was that his actual like in-game name? You mean?
He played under an alt in a 1v1 tournament. Venom Blitz was the
Oh,
alt's
okay.
name. He made semifinals in it.
Maybe he does like the word blitz. And I was being facetious, but maybe he does.
He advanced from the group stage, beat Kanye in quarters, and then he was knocked out in the semis
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
as Venom Blitz.
How long did it take people to realize it was him?
Until well after the tournament.
Oh, that's
There
great.
were suspicions beforehand, but we don't have to get into all the whole specifics. But he did a really good job of dismissing the suspicions. A lot of people thought it was him right from the get-go, and then they were later justified.
Oh, that's great.
Right now, though, looking at this arsenal, we see 2 environmentals and what looks almost like a bravery build. So what environmental?
What would you play?
I don't know. It could be like a
I don't
Necronomicon,
know.
or it could be a
Lunaforce.
Chaos.
Lunar Force. What about Lunar Force?
Lunar
But
Force
would
would be
Necronomicon-
okay.
Would Necronomicon let you use bravery without having the
Only
requirement?
affects attacks and
Yeah, they're gonna
defenses.
double team you every game, dude. And
Well,
then
yeah,
same
but
thing we plan to do to Ebony.
I mean,
they're gonna
Railgun are plus your bonus or attacks.
Coordinate a little better.
That's what I'm saying. Bravery
Coordinate
attacks will be
to
just fine. Necronomicon won't do anything to them. They'll work normally.
Okay, I was wondering if it affected. Made
But
it better,
it's a
'cause-
pretty good thing to run with Necronomicon because you're trying to shut down a lot of the other popular stuff. Reincarnation, Ice Sword, Lightning
Reincarnation.
Sword.
Ice Sword.
All of those are shut down by that. So it's really not a bad run
So you need
to
bring
have
strong shields and
Necronomicon. So
stuff
we'll
like
see. It is a bravery
Yeah.
deck and there's an environmental. Am I vindicated? Oh,
It's Lunar
Lunar
Force.
Force.
I
Lunar
call
Force.
it.
I mean, that's still pretty good with bravery.
I agree. Honestly, it does make it makes some things a little bit better. It does make like it makes the Excalibur. Doesn't the Excalibur become a 7 or become an 8? Sorry.
Yeah, it can break Fortress with
Yeah,
just a Lunar down.
Break Fortress.
When I run Excalidex on Panorama, I generally run them with Tiger Strength.
Yeah, I like the idea of that too. This is I feel like this is quite a lot of like people have been using more like mid
Actually, getting
tier
a
or
really
like
bad
mid-range
aura
ones.
draw for a 13 skill arsenal.
That's true, but I'm
Everyone's
saying
gonna
like
pop my
I see a
castles,
lot
man.
of more
And
mid-range
Ebony's
tags.
moving into pop, and he's actually going to get fairly good mileage out of that.
And I mean, honestly, it might be worth grabbing a few. Oh,
I'm not
or
bravery in.
He overwrites the bravery, actually.
I would have wrote a Psycho Shell.
It's good pairing. It's got reincarnation in here as well.
Uh,
Oh, that was a good fake. They get the shield.
I actually put a reincarnation in my bravery as well.
Drop the dazzle as well. It's an interesting build here. I'm coming to like it more that I see it.
Trying to figure out what all he's trying to do. I mean, it
That's
seems to
actually
be
a
a
pretty
solid.
high IQ move there. Ebony's coming up looking to get some swords down, just jump on the lockers and laugh in his face.
I've never actually thought about that idea. That's really nice. I do try to switch to Maestro on this map.
In another 1v1 tournament, Sandal basically beat Shadow Shield on Panorama by standing on a locker.
Hey, you know what? If it works, do it, right?
Shadow always runs dance, and he didn't have anything else in there other than like hyper kick, and Sandal just sat there on top and laughed in his
Hey,
face.
double team me, back out, back out.
Hi, this is really hard for me to listen to as a roller.
Why is he not using bravery right now?
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
holding it.
Quality's a little low, but it looks like he's close to bravery, so there's no point.
Okay.
I think he's at 9 right now.
Yeah. So it seems like it really only affects the Excal. Yep.
He broke that fortress as well.
He
Double
broke Fortress
utility
with-
there. And he kills Warmachine.
Dead.
I think he hit Warmachine with 2 of those.
Yes, yes, he hit both on a Warmachine. He broke the fortress.
Either one. I need you up here, dude.
He's worried about whatever shield Ebony has now.
It's really hard to
I
say
think
what
that was another fortress out of Ebony.
Yeah,
Yep.
it looked like
Because
it.
the quality is
Starting to break down a
Panorama
little bit.
Earthquake quality, you know?
What's wrong with a little 720p?
Throw a reen or something.
No,
I'm
this
looking at
is-
like
this is-
360 right now.
Yeah, that's about what I'm seeing too. It's looking like about like that.
Panorama
I was-
Earthquake is like the most intensive map.
Is it? Is it worse than Sign?
Refinery would be the second worst. But there's falling rocks outside.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Earthquake. And it actually uses up a lot of
Probably.
I
Processing
guess,
power?
processing their power. Yeah. Surprisingly, apparently that much moving stuff constantly in the background or in front of you.
What's moving in What is moving in Refinery?
Refinery's just so large, and it has lots of trash that can be manipulated. It's really
Okay.
funky. You have some of that here on Panorama as well. There's so many things that can break.
Yeah.
And apparently that
Like those
Contributes
14
to
different little walls right there that just broke.
Yeah. Getting back to the action, though, Evolution and Ska have a significant lead right now. They've got to be careful of that Excalibur. If they lose it,
Just got lost, but he goes
and
to
he lost the
Fortune.
reincarnation, but Ska finishes it.
Is that a
Finish
2-2?
it off.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
2-2.
Tied up.
That was so risky losing both attacks there at the end, but Ska clutches it out. Gets the kill. And we're going to game 5.
On what map? Let's see here.
I
I'm
don't
quite
know,
excited to
this
see
would be
this.
It looks like they're
Nice
actually going
little
to make a
city.
misstart on Panorama. And then City. We've got a ways to go, so we're going to skip forward.
It'll probably be city or lane.
I'll try and give you the time, and then everybody let me know when you're there. All right, let's go to 54-19.
All right, 54. Whoops. 17, 18, 19. Whoops. Okay.
54-19.
All right. I got 54-20, but close enough.
All right, countdown coming. 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
Should be in game shortly.
All right, let's do it.
All right, perfect. We'll see what map are we doing.
City.
For game 5.
Spawned with my orb.
Orb in hand. He said my orb, which kind of indicates that Ska might have his own orb. So maybe we're going for
We're
something
not running
a
quantum
little
decay
dirty
for
again.
Sure, so that's fine.
I think I heard the word quantum decay.
His armor
mean-
regen is too fast to be running it himself, and Ska's already used a heat,
Break
so
the signs over in Warmachine's base.
it might be that they suspect that they were going to run Quantum.
Maybe.
I see it.
At least the shields right now, like, those are, like, having that shield start was
I got
actually
lightning sword
really
to
good
throw
for
it
this
at
map.
He's gotten 2 willows out of Warmachine. And a shield. He is really stripping his skills.
Warmachine's a little bit of
Warmachine
trouble right
is
now.
continuing to take damage from the reincarnation as well.
Yeah, it's part of the reason why Face Nature is so good.
Oh, that's a
has-
reincarnation gone from Ebony
Ebony's
too.
Rian?
You can take so much from your opponents.
No.
Another shield for War, but he's
Rian
stuck
at
at
Warmachine?
3 aura. That is real bad when he's got both of
he
them
might just
firing
need-
like that.
You might just need to burn the bench. to be
Ska
honest.
lost his reincarnation too, so he's got to be careful here for a second. Oh, that's a joke.
Joke of a
Oh, he
little.
jumps it.
That would have been it for Warmachine.
Actually, not a very difficult move to jump. It's just
No,
terrifying whenever Joke or Judge is coming at you, because if you don't judge it, you usually lose real bad.
Yeah, it's never a trade you want to take ever. Armoros?
Now you got that return to nature, right?
Okay.
Fixes his stats quickly. Warmachine executes so that Ebony can pick him up. That Fire Gehenna was actually a pretty poor angle
wow.
there. I don't think that was going to hit.
No.
Oh,
However,
Warmachine
that
takes
one
an
was even
extra
more.
3 on it.
That one was even more poor of an angle, yet somehow it did hit.
Well, it's a versus the jumper, whereas the cartwheeler is much more likely to dodge it. The dash was a little late.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That might have been the dash. That would have been the problem then.
Yeah, the dash was late.
The turret would
He
be
actually
nice to
drops
dash
that
with,
early. Drops the Fire Gehenna.
Tiger strength.
Maybe they have such a health lead. He just feels like it's not worth
I think
wasting
Ska's
the.
got to find another attack. Joke is not cutting it right now.
It's not gonna hit. I don't think it's gonna hit either of them. I think Warmachine is definitely a good enough player to easily jump those, and as well as Ebony is gonna cartwheel him almost every single time.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to get rid of the Tiger Strength now. All he's got to do is avoid that reincarnation for a second until that wears off, and then he'll be very
Trying to
safe
wait
for a
out that
while.
Tiger strength.
There
Yeah,
he goes.
it's the flash ball.
All right,
Oh,
War
did
Machine's going to
Warmachine
die
jump
again.
Put a little bit of pressure on Ebony now.
Yeah, I don't know if I would
wow.
have dropped that lightning sword.
Oh,
Iron Skin is
very-
going to be very bad right now too.
because they can't break it. I mean, other than that joke,
Took the willow.
Darkhold takes. I think it only got the Willow. I don't think it took the Ring.
but Hey, at least managed to break it finally. The Dark Hole's gotten a lot of mileage for him.
Gotta be careful. He had that iron skin. Oh, that's a great hit. Knocks him off and resets. Ebony now gonna suffer the isolated spawn problems.
Could have get the Angel's Wing to work.
Nope. Manual
Ooh.
swords make it more difficult.
No, don't worry about it. What do you have? What do you have?
Only a
Oh,
flame
no.
sword out of Skaboss right now, unfortunately. And he
Warmachine
loses
is-
it. Don't swing at him. He's got the iron skin.
Yeah, go dig.
And the Iron Skin's a guaranteed block, really. It fires up really quickly, and it's a shelter.
Another Tiger Strength comes up for Ebony quickly. That's
Oh, I sure
lucky
hope
right
you're
there.
not, man.
This might be able to turn this around.
Really suck if you
It's
were.
really scary, though.
Oh.
Wait. Huh. What caused that to happen?
It's a weird interaction with the Glacial and the Hyper Kick, I think. Ebony just takes that for
Back to
free.
no attack.
Yeah.
That was a low investment on that one.
There's so much going on right now. Is that a shield check, or is that just a little out of range? I couldn't tell.
You got another turb?
I think he's shield checking.
I need that turb going. Or, I mean, that tiger string.
Gets a capsule for free.
I mean, right now with
He
with
took the
as much as he-
reincarnation. That is big.
Yeah, it seems like right now nobody can do anything to each other right now. Ska can't fight back at all. He's just got an attack, but there's no attacks out of Evo and. Ooh, the
Blazing
bolt of
bullet.
fire.
Pillar of fire.
Blazing
Yeah.
bullet.
Oh, it's blazing bullet. Yeah, 'cause it's bigger.
Blazing. Yeah.
Sounds different. Reincarnation now for Evo is going to be pretty
Tiger
helpful.
Strength.
Alright, let's win this.
They get a lot of damage onto him right there. I think they want to win without the
Oh.
diabolical trick. Oh, Ebony takes a tumble.
Oh,
I'm
Warmachine
dead.
picked up Ebony, and that was a
Oh, and
really
he takes
bad
the blazing
time.
bullet now too. Skaboss may be out of
Yeah,
attacks.
as well.
No, that's
And he's
not my
headed the
base.
wrong way for the
I'm
pickup.
the one below you.
Oh yeah, that's not my base. Yeah, that's really bad. That might have
Oh.
costed it.
Oh, with the backdraft.
Oh, I can't see it. Oh, that is the
yeah.
finish.
Wow.
Skaboss throws that pretty badly at the end.
That
And
was
that is a
oh,
3-2 victory for Ebony and Warmachine.
that was pretty demoralizing.
Unexpected. I expected to say the most of it.
Just not knowing where his partner was, and that's the series.
This is definitely not what I expected to happen there. It seemed really scary there for the other team.
Yeah. Well, it was a great series. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.
Mhm.